Dolphins and the Bulldogs. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the London Bulldogs. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run on first down. Goodson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. That's swung out to Mostert. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Mayfield now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And down to the 19-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the chains, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw, Mayfield. This is caught. Touchdown! Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bulldogs take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
On first down, Wilson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Wilson's throws taken in by Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. On second down, Goodson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw going into the hands of Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football. 7-7, our score after 1. Mayfield's throw complete there to Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll go option to the short side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Now a 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Baker Mayfield keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Bulldogs have moved out in front. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
He's going to try and go deep again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. 1st down and a little extra from Mostert. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Mayfield running the option right, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
I'm the best in the game.
They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, 91 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, They have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. London about set to take over on offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, arguably, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mayfield to throw it. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 31, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the...
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14.
Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Bulldogs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. extra point right down the middle. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Here's Wilson. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've reached halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So give them 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Fuller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to go up top again. And this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Sanders has the first down and much more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Bulldogs 24. Jason Sanders to kick.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. second down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mayfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
What's the deal, y'all? So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and this is picked up by the defense. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Sanders. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Sanders again. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Miles Sanders. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mostert off the read option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Mayfield now. And this is going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Fighting through. And able to get him inside the 5 here. Just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now we have touchdowns. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Miami set to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 12. A little over a minute and a half remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. And what a big-time play there. Here's Baker. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Back. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review in this being. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Wilson wants to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Miami. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. To throw again is Wilson. Flushed out right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.